from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here. And it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens. You have a perfect record on the line.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now a second down and 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown. James Washington, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, To probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by preventing that sack right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point now. By Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They have the short field, and they make quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now here's Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
A quick slant to Hill.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Starting the drive was Snell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's complete to Ron. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, it's Snell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On second down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
on second down. Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They give to Burton, the fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Another carry for Burton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A gain of 6 there on first. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is caught by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw. Got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Burton here.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cassius Marsh, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buddy Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
And, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Atlanta Falcons are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Terrible towels here at Heinz Field, out in full force. Here's third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll take it at the 42. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Roethlisberger. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go draw play. This is Samuels. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cassius Marsh in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Boswell good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He finds Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And his pass incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And Roethlisberger sliding to a stop, but he does have the first down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. The Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. KC's offense ready to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw, but he makes the catch. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Burton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Burton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. getting set to go again. Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that one pick with the 3 touchdowns so far.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That would give running right is Samuels. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
They'll run for it with Samuels. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. For the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Samuels. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try.
Off this drive with 6 points.
Well, Martin, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Going with a big fullback. Wow. Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt punching it in from a yard of... And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. A first throw for the backup, Haskins. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They go with Watt again, the fullback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's caught. It's James Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell. for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So that'll back him up 5. Another carry in the game for the fullback, Watt. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Snell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On the carry, it's Watt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out come the Chiefs now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a fool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah.